An eargasm of learning and a no-fuss show. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast, where you can learn straightforward topics about branding, digital entrepreneurship, online business, and many more with your charming host, John Santos, along with inspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders worldwide.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast with me, John Santos, and we have a very special guest, another amazing episode. First, I just want to say for all the viewers out there, not the listeners, the viewers, we are in the presence of like professional here. The moment she turned on her camera, I was like, whoa. All right, Jan, step back and, pay homage to the greatness.
Okay.
Seriously, guys. I'm, more than a fan. It's very, our guest for today is very unique in the sense of she really stood up. She really, in the top of the game in the content creation. There's a lot of content creators that is in her niche, but she really makes it so original that you can really see the authenticity of her brand. She creates educational and entertaining content around film, audio, and tech. So there you have it, film, audio, and tech. That's the reason why I'm blown away when I saw the setup of our guest right now. She's like amazing. Lights, mic, not to mention the beautiful guest. Guys, our guest for today, sound designer and content creator with a massive 95,000 plus followers on TikTok. And she's also, her brand is also on YouTube, on Instagram. Massive following, guys. There's a content that reached 2 million views. Crazy. Wow. I'm a fanboy here. I'm just praise you. Let's all welcome. I'm just silly because I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm just, she's very humble. I've been exchanging messages, creating conversation, and, not a single... You can feel the love and kindness from this person. And that's the reason why I respect her so much. Let's all welcome our special guest, Bea Chu. Welcome to the show.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. Super cool.
Well, Bea, I said this off cam. I'll say it again. Thank you for being with us. It's a blessing that you're with us. I know you're a very busy person, time difference and everything. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being with us here on the show and, giving us your wisdom.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Such an honor.
All right, Bea. So, I've seen one video on YouTube of you giving an overview of who you are as a content creator. But that's, it's a clip. For all the listeners and viewers, and even me, we are all excited to have an overview of who you as a brand, who are you, Bea, as a brand? Who influenced or what influenced you to be in this position of greatness? The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so as what Jan said, I am a content creator, and I used to be a sound designer and an audio engineer for theater productions here in the Philippines. And essentially what really got me into content creation is there's like 3 YouTubers that I watched that got me started. So the first one is, we all know him, like Casey Neistat. Right.
Wow.
Whenever the first time I watched his content, I was like, okay, that's cool. I want to be able to tell stories like that, be able to vlog, and kind of just find like the mundane thing out of my life and then make it interesting. Right. So that's where I started, which is vlogging, back in like 2016. And then the second one is Peter McKinnon. So hands down, my favorite YouTuber. Sorry, I said three, but then there's like four. So Peter McKinnon and Matt Diavella. So they go hand in hand and into like what kind of created sort of my style, because I love them so much. I mean, like, on one hand, you've got this like really cool dude who's like pirates and everything, right? And then on the other hand, you got this like really clean minimalist guy who's like, it's just so meticulous with like the details and stuff, right? And so merging those two plus a little bit of Casey kind of is what made my content. So that's where I started. And the last one is Jesse Driftwood, because without Jesse, I probably would not have gotten into this whole thing. So Jesse was like the last push to me for me to start making my content. He was during that time he was putting out Instagram stories, those like daily vlogs, overproduced Instagram stories, and everybody was like, "Why?" I can be able to do that too, right? So that was like the challenge that got it started for me. So there's that.
Wow, Bea, are you doing it full time now? Like, I'm seeing constant content being released under your brand. So is this your full time gig?
Yeah. Aside from, so I'm also a trainer at NAS Academy. I also do like consultations and stuff. But for the most part, content creation is now like my full time thing, like a full time gig.
Congratulations, Bea. Why tech? I mean, you are very connected to sound because audio and everything. But why tech? We're seeing like keyboards, which I love, by the way, the latest video that you released. And then the one that got like 2 million views, a smartphone, a powerful smartphone. Why shift from audio, musical scoring to tech reviews?
Yeah, okay. There's like a funny story to that. Probably not funny for me. But the thing is, right, I graduated music production. But when I graduated music production, I wasn't really into the music scene. I'm not like your typical musician. I'm not a musician. I'm not any of that. So for the longest time, I probably didn't dabble into like the music stuff. I was definitely a tech enthusiast, even when I was like back in high school. I've always wanted to be a tech YouTuber up until I started watching Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon and stuff like that, right? Before that, it was MKBHD, it was Unbox Therapy and stuff, right? And I always wanted, because I love tinkering with tech, I used to always update my Mac, always update like my gadgets. I'd open them up, I would jailbreak some of my, it's just those little things.
Now I know the go-to person, Bea.
Yeah, so that's where it started. That's why like the tech is still there, even though I also have this whole other niche of like filmmaking and stuff, right?
Right.
Can't get rid of the tech stuff.
But you're doing good. I mean, 2.5 million views, guys. Check it out. Go to TikTok. There's a content there of like first 10 videos. You will easily spot it. 2.5 million. I will not say the brand of that content, but it's a smartphone. It's very powerful. The way Bea created that content is so unique, so clean, straightforward. Love it. Bea, having mentioned that, let me use the word viral to that content, because 2.5 million views is a lot. So clearly there's magic, there's strategy, there's technicalities involved. And I am excited. I know our listeners and viewers are also excited to know how to create a viral content coming from you who did it already. Not just those gurus out there that give you concept, but you cannot find anything that prove that theory. Coming from you, my friend, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so I wouldn't really say like I make viral content. I mean, like there's no one formula for it, but I feel like I have like a couple of pointers that maybe would be useful for, our listeners and our viewers. So I've written it down because I can't remember everything, right? But
welcome to the world of reality.
Yeah,
we have cheat sheets. I have my mini pad here.
Yes. Right. So, okay. The first one is to tell a story that benefits your audience and makes them feel something. So, initially, if you have this like a recipe, right, for making a video, I would break it down into these parts, which are one, you should have a hook at the beginning to, hook in and make sure that you get whoever is scrolling through your content, right, get their attention first. So that's the hook. And then you've got like the main content. And if it's long, you should have something to drive their attention so that they don't get bored and then click off. And then at the end, you've got an outro with a call to action, just so that, either they go and watch another video, they follow, they like, they comment, stuff like that. Excuse me. Right. And another one is, I guess one of the most important things that make a good content is something that is, one, relatable, educational, and valuable. Right. So through this whole like 2 years that I've been doing this relatively full time, I've noticed that one important thing, right, that I've learned is that the hard truth is when we're on our phones and when we're on social media, we consume content selfishly. We do it for ourselves, for our like entertainment, for whatever, right? So when we go on to TikTok, when I'm scrolling, expect to be either entertained or, I learned something. And so those are like the two main things that if you're starting content creation, that's like a good place to get into. Is one, you have to find like, is this content educational? And two, is this content interesting, right? And I guess like the last like secret sauce would be if you can invoke it through the video, especially in like the first 3 seconds of the video, especially if like it's a short video or like a TikTok, if you can invoke like a feeling, or you can have your audience question, like answer a question or have a question in mind, then they'll stay. So that's like the I guess the secret sauce to it.
Wow.
I'm just like sharing secrets now,
No, it's really, it's powerful, and I agree. All those concepts that you shared, it seems easy, but it's complex to craft it in a content and release it online and really make a difference. That's something. And guys, for all the listeners and viewers out there, that is a knowledge bomb. Thank you, Bea. Wow. Follow-up question. You mentioned earlier that it's not all the time, as a content creator, you're not creating, there's no assurance that when you create a content, it's going to go viral, right? And it shows. I think last 2 years back, we 250,000 views on Instagram back when IGTV was released. And in your case, you have like 2.5 million views, but it's not happening all the time. Not all the content that we release gets the same hits. What's your advice to all those content creators out there that are struggling, making it online in the social media world, getting hits, not getting views, and they're there. They want to be in the world that they are working with their passion full time, like you. The floor is yours, my friend.
Okay, if I can summarize it into like 3 points that are super important to learn and actionable items as well. So if you're starting out, my advice would be, first, find something that you like. It has to be like a Venn diagram, right? It has to be you make content on one, something that you like, you enjoy, and you're knowledgeable about, and it has to be something that crosses with what your audience also enjoys watching or consuming, right? So that's like the first. If you don't know where to start there. Like write it down, do like a brainstorm, and then just shell it out like that. And then the second one would be, instead of changing the language, I think, of how we create content, like the mindset, wherein instead of thinking, okay, what should I do that will feed into the algorithm of the platform, right? Instead of thinking about that, you have to realize that you're making content for people. So you have to study essentially the behavior of your audience, right? Not only their behavior inside a platform, but also outside, right? So it's just like when you're starting a business, you have this demographic. You're studying the demographic, what kind of customers you're trying to reach, so on and so forth. It's essentially similar to that. And last would be, you're not, or how am I going to phrase this properly? You don't get to say, or like, no. Let me take like 1 minute to think about this.
The show is yours, my friend.
Right. So, okay, this is how I would phrase it probably. Make as much content as you can. So try everything, because when you're starting out, there's no risk whatsoever. There's nowhere to go but up.
Right.
So if you'll see, there are a lot more content creators who are probably have like a bigger following who take less risks because, you know, something probably already worked for them. That's why they're getting that following. And then because you have this big following, you're scared to try and experiment with other kinds of content, right? So I would always say, especially to people who have like, say like 100 to like 5,000 or like even 10,000 subscribers, you have this, we're in a position wherein we have the freedom. We already have a pool of people who follow us, but we also have that extra freedom to experiment and then try new things. And that's the only way, when you keep making videos, that's the only way you're going to be able to gather information as to what works, what doesn't work, what you like, what your audience likes, what they don't like, what you don't like making. And that's where you can start actually having, that's where you can start making decisions that are based on facts.
Wow.
So there's that.
Wow. Love that. You need to understand your tribe, right? Understand what they want. I think that was like 4 episodes ago. Are you familiar with Primal Video? Justin Brown shared a lot of how to make it on YouTube. I think there's like, their channel is at the moment is on 2 million subscribers. And he said the same thing that you shared. Listen to your audience, understand your tribe, and create video, create content that they need, not what you think they need. You know, it's complex, but it really makes a difference. You need to create something that your tribe really need, maybe learning, values, or entertainment, but they need to be a part of that process. I love that. And on the other side, you mentioned about creating nonstop content, and I love that. You never know. Gary Vee said that your first 100 content would suck, right? And you never know. The 101 will make that gold position that will transform your brand, bring you to the next level. I remember we were doing podcasts back in 2008, and we only got that prime spot back in 2020 when we hit like 10,000 followers in 12 countries worldwide. Now we are 20,000 in 29 countries. So Bea here is giving you guys, all the listeners and viewers, she is giving us the secret sauce. Well, it's not secret anymore.
It's not secret anymore, yeah.
Bea, thank you so much. I learn a lot, and I am full of energy. I just want to create content now. For all the listeners and viewers, please stream this episode, clip, go and find Bea on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm not promoting her. I want you to transform your life. If you're a content creator, hook up and connect with Bea, because I'm sure she can change your life. Thank you, Bea. You are amazing.
Thank you.
But we're not done yet, my dear. We are not done yet. We start off with who you are as a brand, and then giving us values after values after values. Now we're going to play a game. This is a tradition here in the show. We call it the Creative Fast Talk. All right? How it works?
Got it.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. All right. First word that comes
Okay.
into your mind, shoot. Are you
Oh
ready?
no. Yes, I am ready. Let's do this.
There, there's no tech questions here, so this is super weird question, super random. Even I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay, hit me.
All right, Bea. First question, easy, easy. Let's start off with some easy questions. Sun or snow?
A sun.
Chocolates or pasta?
Chocolates.
Bea, are you structured or chaotic?
Chaotic. For sure.
All right, okay. Love or money?
Love.
If you were an animal, Bea, what animal would you be and why?
Wolf because they lead in a pack and they care for their pack.
Wow. You see, chaotic and then wolf and chocolates. Wow. Love that. Popcorn and movies or dinner and dancing?
Ooh, popcorn and movies. For sure.
All right. Since you mentioned that, I'm interested. All right. Since you mentioned that, give us your top 3 movies of all time.
Yo, that's so hard because I'm not really a, ironically, not really a movie buff here, but I just watched Hustle last night and it was good. It was good. I'm a sucker for Marvel, so I'm gonna say
Boo.
Marvel. I'm gonna say Iron Man changed my life. Big fan. Pirates of the Caribbean. Also.
Oh,
Big fan.
yeah. Love that. Right. But yeah, she mentioned Marvel and she can see their DC. So I don't know why.
Sorry.
So-
Sorry.
All right. Next question. Passenger or driver?
Driver.
The mountains or the beaches?
Ooh, mountains.
Really? So
Don't
you're
like
into
sand.
like hiking and stuff, right?
No, just like the view.
I love you, Bea. I love you. You're the first ever guest who, like, everyone that picks that, they were like hiking, going on treks and that. Like, okay, that's the first answer. Unique. Love it. Bea, what are you afraid of?
Cockroaches. Insects.
Okay, let us push it further. Why are you afraid of cockroaches?
I think I'm more disgusted than afraid. So that leads to that. So it's like, I'm disgusted, don't touch me. I'm afraid, don't touch me. There.
And they
That's
know
the
if
train
you're
of thought.
afraid, right? They know when you don't want
Yeah.
to make contact. Like, how
Yeah.
do they know? They're gonna fly towards you.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. They fly towards you. Like
Nice.
they're asking for it. It's crazy.
Love that. Next, what is your favorite color and why?
Dark green. I don't know. It speaks to me. Recently.
Yeah. That is true. It's somehow looking at your background, again, for all the viewers out there, looking at your background, it's connected to your vibe, right? Your character and you as a brand. So love that. Next, soap or toothbrush?
So,
All right. What is your dream superpower and why?
oh boy, you know what? Teleportation. So I can be anywhere in the world, anytime, and I don't spend time traveling. You know, you waste so much time in travel.
Right.
So teleportation. There you go.
Imagine when you can create content anywhere, anytime, right? First, you're
Never
in.
be
You're,
late.
Right. Love that.
Yeah.
All right. Next, what is something that is always inside your bag when you were a kid?
Inside my bag when I was a kid. When I was a kid.
Mm.
Oh. That's hard. A notebook,
Wow.
I think.
Are you like a school noodle, like always studying, or are you at the row 4 back there? You look like you're a whiz kid. Are you?
No, I'm not smart or anything. I do sometimes challenge, because that's the thing, right? I don't really like sitting in front, but then I have made it a habit to also sit in front. So doing things that I don't like to do. Yeah,
Right.
weird.
Okay. What is the weirdest food you've tried so far?
Ooh. Ooh, weirdest. Oh, I got something for you guys. Pig's brain. There you go.
All right. Okay. Tell us the story.
It's a delicacy. It's like a Chinese delicacy, and I love it. So you have like the pig's brain, you mash it, you do it with like scrambled eggs and then some ginger and all that stuff. It's really good. But there was this one time, my mom cooked like pig's brain, but then she didn't do it the way that we usually have it, which is like scrambled eggs. So we have this like black soup. It's like a Chinese medicinal soup.
Right.
So we had that. That's good. But then the weird thing is she plopped all 6 pig's brain without mashing them. So childhood, I opened the pot and then there's like 6 brains just floating around. It's weird.
We
funny.
have Hannibal Lecter here.
That was a trip.
Nice. All right. Bea, this last question may lead to something serious depending on how you take it. All right. If you have the power to bring back someone back from the dead, who would it be and why? Anybody.
Oh man. Oh wow. Anyone. Okay.
Anyone.
Shoot, this is hard, yo. Okay, hard. You're putting me on the spot. Anybody.
Anyone.
No. Oh no. Shoot. Dude, this is so hard.
The power to bring back someone back from the dead.
Yeah.
Who would it be?
Crap. You know what? Maybe Albert Einstein. Maybe.
Okay. Why?
I mean, because I'd love to. I mean, I think he just could potentially,
Create more
maybe-
stuff, right?
Yeah. Maybe not just like Albert Einstein, or maybe like Leonardo da Vinci. You know what? I changed my yeah. Leonardo.
Yeah.
There you
Good choice. Love that. Well, Bea, thank you. Thank you for giving us your story, sharing values, and, acting silly in this part of the show where we find out that you really eat pig brains. So,
Hey, it's good. Y'all need to try it.
try
The
it.
scrambled one, not like the whole one. That's scary. The scrambled one. There you go.
Thank you, Bea. It's an amazing experience. Bea, I know you have, social media accounts, events, projects, releases, anything that you want to promote. The floor is yours.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool because you mentioned like something about making on video number 3. Also, we are about to hit some channel milestones. We're 70 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Wow.
We're 40 followers away from 50,000 on Facebook. And as what you mentioned earlier, we're 5,000 followers away from 100,000 on TikTok. Yeah, and that's pretty much Bea Chu TV everywhere. Yeah, new content weekly. There you go.
Love that. Guys, be a part of Bea's journey. Help her brand. Please do connect with her. I'm sure she can help you in your journey towards success. Again, Bea, thank you so much. I love you. I've learned a lot. You are a blessing. Guys, always remember, have a positive outlook in life. Smile. God bless. Bye.
Thank you for being with us
Bye.
here on the Creative Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Santos. Don't forget to listen and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. See you again, always.